Hey, what's up, family? I am the Fairweather Rider. Today we're on another mission. This time I'm going to meet up with at least one Buffalo soldier, and we're going to head out to Florence, Mississippi. We're on our way to Audio Solutions for a sound competition. While I'm there, I'm going to meet up with Brandon Davidson from Davidson Audio. And I think there are going to be a couple other YouTubers who are going to be there. Riding Fish and Riding Fish's friend, Kev. So I'm looking forward to seeing that Folds of Honor bike, as well as enjoying some sounds. And perhaps we'll stop by the Harley-Davidson dealership to record our miles for the Let's Ride Challenge 2026. If I haven't done so already, welcome to the channel.
On my stains every wrong. Now I stand clean in a place I don't belong. But I do. Robe and crown, he laid it down on me. From the lost and found with royalty. Hey. I was on the ground, now I'm on my feet. Robe and crown, it's his, but he shares that seat. Robe and crown, I wear his victory. Yo. Praise pouring out like a melody. I was on the ground, now I'm finally free. Robe and crown, all grace to me on.
For those of you who found one of my videos for the first time, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, thanks for your support. Watch the video, and if you make it all the way to the end, consider subscribing to the channel. Hitting that notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. Share the video with at least one friend. Let's grow this channel together, and leave me a comment. I do respond to all comments. But for now, family, let's get on this road. I'm up for another Old Dog 30 mission. This time the mission is going to take us to Florence, Mississippi, to Audio Solutions. Audio Solutions is having a sound competition. I'm going to ride over here through Pineville, hook up with another soldier, the president himself, K-Free, and then we're going to take this 3-hour, 30 to 45-minute ride to Florence, Mississippi. I'll give you guys a little bit of the journey, and then we'll make our first stop at a gas station that's probably about at the midpoint of our journey. All right, how's it going?
You not cool?
What's that?
You not cool?
Food? Cool.
I had to put my sweatshirt on at least.
My arms got a little cool. I got to get me one of them sweaters like that.
Yeah, get your sweatshirt.
Yeah. I see they selling them.
They come in handy. And it's not cold enough for a jacket.
What's that?
It's not cold enough for a jacket.
Yeah, I see they started to sell them on the.
Yeah, I think I saw the hoodies, but I didn't see a regular one.
Yeah, no, they didn't have a sweater like that. It was just hoodies.
I got a hoodie too, but I don't like wearing a hoodie to cover my buffalo sometimes.
What's going on, everybody? Fairweather Rider. Told y'all we were only gonna make one stop this trip. Our preferred stop is always gonna be at the Lowe's. because of everything that they offer besides gas. We're probably about 120 miles away from our destination. So we're gonna get on this road, family, heading to Audio Solutions. I think we'll get there right about the time when they start to register for the event. We may get there a little earlier than that. We'll see. But anyway, this is the Fairweather Rider. I'm putting miles on this Indian Pursuit. All right, family, we're back on the road. Back on mission, heading to Florence, Mississippi. Since we are close to Jackson, Mississippi, there is a chapter of Buffalo Soldiers there in Jackson, Mississippi. So I'm kind of curious of whether or not any of the Buffalo Soldiers there are aware of this sound competition that's taking place, and whether they're going to ride down from Jackson to attend the sound competition. I know there is at least one soldier from the Jackson chapter. You don't have to do a whole lot to convince him to ride, and that's Mr. Gadget. Mr. Gadget has a YouTube channel. He rides a Can-Am. That's the bike with the two wheels in the front. And he be rolling out. All right, family, I think we are officially in Florence, Mississippi. If this is the city, it seems pretty nice to me. Kind of curious about whether or not there's a whole lot to do in Florence, Mississippi, or do you have to drive a little while to be in a place where you can do some things? You have to drive to Jackson, Mississippi, which is probably about 20, 25 miles away. Or can you just enjoy life right here in Florence? Makes me wonder if the guy who owns Audio Solutions, whether or not he was born and raised here in Florence, Mississippi, or is he someone like me who was a transplant? I said a few times that the military, my last duty station was Fort Polk, and Fort Polk is probably about 45, 50 miles away from where I live in Alexandria. That's not a whole lot to do in Leesville. That's the city right outside of Fort Polk. So in order to do something, you're probably going to have to drive an hour in either direction. You can drive an hour to Alexandria, drive an hour to Lake Charles. It's probably a little more than an hour to drive to Marksville. And if you want to go even a little farther, you can probably drive about an hour, 15, 20 minutes and end up in Baton Rouge. But that's from Leesville. Where I am in Alexandria, there's some things to do. So you don't have to make that long drive in order to have a good time. We should be coming up on Audio Solutions any minute now. I think this might be it right here. All right, there's Mr. Gadget right there. We're gonna go down here and park beside him. We got these bikes right here. The real version of Purple Rain right there. So this will be in the competition. Hopefully. This will be all the bikes that's competing right here. Look at that speaker right there, y'all. figure that covered the whole saddlebag, looks like. Man, gotta be getting creative with these things. Yeah, man. Got speakers in the saddlebag. We got speakers up here too. Yeah, speakers right there. Man, these guys be getting creative. Just come straight out the imagination with it. Alright. We're gonna get one of us on here. All right, family. Mr. Gadget ran and Mr. Gadget here.
Let me do that too.
That Audio Solutions sound competition. Got K Free back here too. You know he's the president. Y'all seen him on the channel a few times.
Little ride, yes sir.
I wonder how big that tire is. Oh, it's huge, I know that. Right here, right? Trailer in it too. Wonder that trailer got to do it again. Right here, sweet, y'all. If I ever get me a trike, you know I'm going something like that. Well, somebody don't ever pimp out an Indian like this, put it in the competition. Some at least come out with a painted interfering like that. I haven't seen an Indian with one yet.
The painted belt?
Yeah, the painted interfering right there. The master bike.
Gonna be the first one?
Yeah, I doubt it. Let's do the reverse on that, dude. Man. Nice, nice. Oh, you're number 8, y'all, in the competition. I wasn't there for the sound or look. You might win both of them.
People come
I see
down
Brandon
to
right there, the one
Panama
who
City
did
or
the
to us
sound
because
on my
they're like, oh,
motorcycle.
hey, cool, I've got a
Him
bunch
and
of
his
guys
team.
come down like, hey, we're planning our family vacation. Can I drop my bike off when we get down there, and I'll pick it up when we're done all the time? All right, cool. But then you get a lot of people that just want to go out and ride. They're like, hey,
Right here look like a
Knoxville, you ain't done in a couple of days.
probably look almost like it's made out of cardboard, man. That's
like,
unique
I've got
right
a
there.
vision. I kind of want to do it. Like, I want to
Never seen anything like that. I mean, last time you see that.
Oh, 100%.
It almost
Bridle line,
yeah.
that bed liner.
Okay.
We kind of had one too many drinks at the shop and said, fuck it, let's bridle line it.
Okay. Yeah, man. That's I've never seen anything like
Tired of
that.
washing it.
Huh?
We got tired of washing it.
Okay. You gonna mess around and lose that number. Got the bars on there, man. How thick they are.
I like it too. Yeah, it's great.
All right, family. We left the sound competition. We went by Harley-Davidson to register our miles to check in for the Let's Ride Challenge. And now we're on our way back to the Cajun State. We're gonna make one stop to get some gas, maybe some refreshments, and then we're gonna get back on the road and make that final stretch to to Pineville, Alexandria. For this ride, once we get back to Pineville, we're probably going to separate because K-Free actually lives in Pineville, and I'm going to take that short ride past Pineville right into Alexandria, and from Alexandria right into the Fairweather Garage. We did not get a chance to stay for all of the sound competitions. We only got to see the lightweight competition. And it was interesting, right? Because two bikes compete. One bike wins. The loser leaves the circle or leaves the competition area, and a new bike takes its place. There were probably about 7 or 8 bikes competing in the lightweight competition. And the bike that actually started the competition, the one that played his songs first, actually ended up as the last bike standing. So they kept bringing bikes and bringing bikes, and no other bike could actually outperform. I think it might have been a 110 CVO Road Glide. So whenever Harley-Davidson was putting those 110s on their CVO Road Glides, that was the year this bike was. But the sound on that bike was so clear, the bass was so clear, no other bike could beat it. I wish I had time to stay around for some of the heavyweight competition. No, the heavyweight competition are those bikes that you see that have maybe 8 or more speakers. Some have subwoofers in the saddlebags. Some have subwoofers in their tour pack. They have multiple speakers in their fairings, the upper fairing, lower fairing. I saw one bike that had a saddlebag, and it seemed like the whole saddlebag lid was just one giant speaker. While we were waiting for the competition to start, some of those guys were just sitting out testing their sound system, kind of figuring out what songs they was going to, trying to figure out what songs they were going to play in the competition. And so I got a chance to listen to some of those heavyweight bikes, and I got to tell you, I was absolutely impressed. I even saw a couple of trikes that had some sound on them. 2 10-inch speakers in the trunk of the trike. And he played a little bit for me, and that thing sounded so good. Every time I go to one of these type events, whether it's a sound competition or a motorcycle rally, you get to see people doing some of the most creative things with their motorcycles. I did get a chance to meet Riding Fish. I got a chance to meet Kevin. You see Kevin a lot on Riding Fish's YouTube channel. He's the one that won that Folds of Honor's bike. I got to see the Folds of Honor's bike. And that bike right there is impressive. I got to see Brandon again from Davidson Audio. Got to see some more of his bikes. I'm about to put some miles on this Indian Pursuit. I'll catch back up with you guys when we get ready to make our first stop. All right, family, as I told y'all, we stopped at the Circle K, and now we're back on the road. We got about 100 miles or so to get to Alexandria, about 90-some miles to get to Pineville. And as I told y'all, once we get to Pineville, that's when we're going to separate. All right, everybody. It's Fairweather Rider concluding another mission. Ruby is about to go back into the Fairweather Garage. So at the beginning of this mission, I told you guys that we were going to ride to Audio Solutions in Florence, Mississippi to attend a sound competition. And while at the sound competition, I got a chance to meet up with Brandon from Davidson Audio, Ride and Fish, or Fish from the Ride and Fish YouTube channel, and also Kevin. You see him a lot on the Ride and Fish YouTube channel. It was a fun ride, fun day. Got a chance to see some competition. We didn't get a chance to stay around for the entire competition. We only got to see the lightweight class. And it was very interesting to see that a guy with a Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide with the 110, but the guy had this sweet sound system that just ate up all the competition. For now, this is the Fairweather Rider. I'm signing out. Remember, if there's blue in the sky, that means it's time to ride. Go throw a leg over that motorcycle and put some miles on it. 2 fingers means peace, and I'm out. But I'll be back.